So to start with, I think in classrooms we've got surfaces, we've got iPads, but quite often we don't always know the best apps to use and which ones are sort of child friendly and which ones are going to have the biggest impact. So obviously we came to the training. The one that I've used the most is Seesaw, and it's just such a great tool to engage the children, but also to sort of track their progress throughout a lesson. So they're constantly posting. You put it up on your interactive whiteboard, the children can see what they've posted when you've approved it, and it's such a really good tool. They get so excited when they pop up and you've made a little comment on it as well.
For me, the progress is going to be with time. Before we were handwriting post-it notes and taking photos, and we were losing post-it notes and losing photos. Where do we put it? And this is all in one iPad. It's all there. Take a picture. You can comment on it later. You can add. You make a few brief notes, and so we end up having way more time to spend with the children, and so they benefit like that. Parents have got their opportunity to comment on their child's learning too, which wasn't possible before, because it's all a learning journey which was kept in school and they got to see once a year, twice a year on a parents' evening. And but now they can keep a constant track. They can log on whenever they come back from work and log off and add on whenever they want.
As a school, the situation we were in when I arrived at the school was that we had some kit in Year 6 and in Year 5 where services were being used, but generally they were being used just to search the internet to gather information, so almost like a textbook that was online. And then throughout the rest of the school, they were using the Macs in our IT room. Because of the growth of the school with pupil numbers growing, what we've had to do is remove the IT room, so there was then a lack of capacity to be able to deliver the IT curriculum to the children. So we looked at what was the best way forward and purchased iPads for years 2, 3 and 4 to give them a different platform for knowledge, because in the work life and when they go to secondary school, they'll use Windows, they'll use Apple as the platform. So we wanted to give the children an experience of using different kinds of devices as well as laptops. And we knew they were using mobile phones at home. So it was around about trying to get the handheld devices used.
Recently, we've had some CPD by our ICT leader called Amy Bottoms, and she cascaded down information about how to use the apps, how to use iPads, and it has had a massive impact on my teaching in the classroom. We've been introduced to a variety of apps, and the first thing that's happened is it's really brought my teaching to life. I'm now using a variety of applications across the classroom that's helping with marking, it's helping with planning, and the children's learning is coming on leaps and bounds. They're playing games, they're learning it, they're finding it fun, and more than anything, what we're using now is so interactive. It's transformed my learning in literacy and maths with apps that I'm using, and as a staff now, we're sharing ideas across the school of different ways that we can bring this into our teaching.